guys, Romie here. So please like, comment, subscribe if you're a first-time viewer. And also, if you're a returning viewer, thank you. And please like and comment on this video. This is the recap, the review for Big Brother 18, episode 13. Now, the episode starts off with, of course, now Tiffany is up, Natalie is up, Corey is up. Those are the three people who are up for elimination. And of course, Corey's fine with it. He's just like, I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna rely on my team. I'm gonna be good. That's a smart way to play it, actually. But Natalie, she's trying to lay low as well, but of course she's upset because she's still on the block. And then we have Tiffany, whose complete plan is to, what the hell is that? Is to go and she's gonna shake things up. And that's good for us as viewers, but who she's gonna use to shake up? Not so much. So Corey is completely convinced that it's actually Frank who put him up. He does not trust Frank right now. Paulie's saying to him, it doesn't matter. We have the votes. Tiffany is going out this week. I've been trying to do this ever since she came to this ever since week 2. And you guys have been flipping. It does not matter. It does not matter what she wants. It does not matter what she thinks. It doesn't matter how crazy she is. It doesn't matter about Frank. None of them matter. All that matters is we have the votes. She is going out. So Frank, on the other hand, he's talking to Tiffany, and James is there as well. That's a little bit shady, but James is there as well. And the interesting thing about that is Tiffany and Frank are slowly getting closer. Tiffany is saying how basically she was part of these groups. She thought that she trusted these people, but she was always on the lowest part of the totem pole. But she was saying, you know what? I have company being at the bottom because Devon, she's right there with me, whether she wants to admit it or not. She's on the lowest end of the totem pole. That's how she feels regarding all of these other groups that she's a part of. And so right now they're trying to wrangle in James because James is saying how James realizes he needs to lay low and just stay in the middle. Again, James is playing the same game he played in his season. I feel like he did such a good job laying low that he did enough not to be a floater, but not too much to be seen as a real threat. Until it was time to go. Until it was time to go. Now, like I said, Frank is slowly digging his claws into Tiffany, but Frank is trying to do some damage control, and damn, I got skinny. Let's put some meat in these bones. But Frank, he's trying to go and reassure Corey that, hey, it wasn't me. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me. It really wasn't me. Corey doesn't believe him. Corey's like, I know you did. I'm like, Corey, you're wrong, but I'm interested to see how this will play out with you thinking that it was Frank. That is interesting to me. Everything else regarding Corey, not so much. Now we get to Devon. Devon, she's the type where she can only pretend to not show her emotions for so long. She can only keep them at bay for so long. Right now, Frank is trying to see where her head's at because, you know, they're supposed to be good. And so Devon's thinking, Lord Jesus, I really don't want to talk to Frank, but I'm going to let him talk. I was enjoying these nice Lay's oven-baked chips. But I guess if Frank wants to talk... and as Frank was talking, Devon was just like, those chips kind of look good. I'm going to see how much sodium's in them, because if it's not too much, I may add that to the roster. Now, like I said, Frank is just trying to pry information out of Day. Day realizes it and just lets Frank talk. Paul is looking at Devon like, girl, what are you doing? I know we're really not playing like we're on the same team anymore, but what are you doing? This is not a good look. This is not a good look. Paul goes to talk to Paulie and Corey, and it's just like, right now, things are a little sloppy. I don't know who could possibly go up. I don't know if Devon's talking to Frank. That's just kind of weird to me. But Paulie's trying to reassure everyone the target is Tiffany. Tiffany needs to go. Why are you guys acting like Tiffany doesn't need to go? Why are you acting like there's other people? It doesn't matter. We need to focus on Tiffany this week. That's it. Now, apparently, Paul found his niche in the house. He's making muffins. He's become the muffin man in the house. He's doing that so that he can go and skate through this week or the next couple of weeks, because you need to find an extra, like a second job, a second skill to stay in the Big Brother house to detract from you actually being in that house and people seeing you as a threat and all of that. So Paul's doing a good enough job. Now it's time for the Veto competition ceremony nominations. And so the people who get chosen, one, Devon. Frank is pissed because it's just like, damn it. Now that Devon's up, she can play to save herself. That's not going so well. And the other person was... Who's the other person? Who the hell's the other person? Oh, Paul. Right. So Paul, he goes up as well. And so Paul's thinking, this is great because I know what people are saying, but you can't trust them. Smart move. I mean, smart thought process. So there's that. Again, the thing is, Tiffany is a little concerned because Devon seems a little too interested in, you know, fighting for her safety when she knows that I'm the roadkill winner, which means that she would be safe this week if our deal was really good. And, you know, Tiffany's definitely thinking, but she needs to realize, if you don't truly trust Devon, why should she truly trust you? I mean, these double standards in this house of, oh, pretty much, if it's not being seen my way, screw it, screw them. That's how this house likes to play things, and people in this house. And so Devon comes in the middle of that conversation and goes to bed. So they're just like, okay. Sakia is, of course, the moderator for this competition. Basically, they went backstage because they're doing like a Charlie Chocolate Factory type of thing, Willy Wonka style. And the goal is they have ice cream cones. They have ice cream cones, and they have, let's see, 6 scoops of ice cream. And there's 2 colors each. So, I mean, there's 3 colors. Brown, green, and pink. The goal, or chocolate, pistachio, strawberry. The goal is to match the ice cream cones with the picture. Whoever does it the fastest and buzzes in wins. Now, Tiffany, she gets knocked out in the first round. So it's just like Tiffany, of course, is really pissed about. I mean, Tiffany was really pissed. I mean, Tiffany looked very frumpy the whole time, but she was really pissed. I mean, really pissed. And it's interesting because it looks like it's supposed to be easy, but it's not. Because how they stack it, they pretty much stack it in reverse order. Cross reverse order, meaning that if it's supposed to be red, green, brown, green, and then there's one brown, and then pink, green, or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say, and then it's reverse. So, Corey actually beat Tiffany. That's the hilarious part. Corey beat Tiffany. Natalie gets knocked out. Doesn't matter who beat her. It was technically, I think, Paul. Paul beat Natalie. And then it got interesting because it became Paul Lee versus Devon. She gets knocked out, and she's really upset because she's like, that was the only way that I was going to secure my safety. Devon's not dumb. She knows that she's not truly safe and she can't truly trust Tiffany. The next people up is Paul versus Corey. And guess who wins? Corey wins again. That's where we're like, Lord Jesus, what is going on in this house? What is going on in this house? Because the plan was for Corey to throw it. Paul said, you know, throw it to me so that I can be safe for sure. And also, because remember, Tiffany would be the one that would vote to put someone up. And Corey would be safe too because he'd pull him down. Now, Corey's like, yo, you're so bad at this that it's going to look very obvious that I'm throwing this. So, the last people to go up, of course, is Paulie versus Corey. Corey wins by default. Everyone notices that Corey was going a little too, that Paul Lee was going a little too slow. Because of that, that made them think, you know what? No, something's not right here. Devon is crying as if she's the one definitely going up. And Tiffany, this is when Tiffany realizes, wait a minute, the fact that Devon is acting like that means that she doesn't trust me. The fact that she doesn't trust me means that why am I working with someone who does not trust me? Sorry guys, I just had to check the camera to make sure it's still running. Pokemon Go has been messing up my camera every other time I record a damn video. Anyway, with Corey winning, now it's time to decide, is he going to use it? Is he not going to use it? Corey, he won. Davon, Frank goes and talks to Davon about, oh, so, how do you think you're going up? Do you think this or that? Mind you, Frank knows that Tiffany is the roadkill winner. So, Frank is really more so trying to test Davon. And so, Davon was irritated, upset. Frank made it worse. And she goes and tells Paul, like, Frank was just being a jerk. Now, the most of the, I don't even know what to call them right now. But Paulie, Paul, Corey, and what, Nicole? Or something like that. They're all upstairs. And they're trying to figure out, alright, who should go up? Who should go up? What could possibly happen? Who could possibly still get picked out of the people who are eligible to be put up? And Paulie's saying, look, it does not matter. We have the votes. The goal is to get out Tiffany. That's it. Why are we doing so much thinking? This doesn't require that much thinking, as Paulie is right. They keep getting caught up in the mess. Paulie's been level-headed this whole time, in the house, and everyone else has just been running around with their heads cut off. Corey's thinking, if I take myself down, possibly Nicole or someone else could go up that I wouldn't necessarily want, so I have to decide for myself what's going on. Davon, in the meantime, decides that she wants to go and check in on Tiffany. And, ooh! Davon asks the question of, so do you know what you're doing? Do you know what's gonna go down? I just want to be in the loop type of thing. And then she storms back out because they're just like, no. And that's when Tiffany thought, she doesn't trust me. This chick doesn't trust me. I'm supposed to be working with her, but she does not trust me, James. She does not trust me at all. Davon goes upstairs, talks to Paulie and the rest of them. Look, what's the plan? What's the plan? I just need to know. Like, I already know I'm going up. Don't go and try to, save me or potentially save me. You know, focus on your game. But I'm just telling you right now, I know I'm going up for sure if you're coming down. So that's how it is. They're like, how do you know that? She's just like, trust me, I know. Now, this is when Frank talks to Tiffany again, and Tiffany is so vulnerable after Davon, you know, doing what she said she wouldn't do over these past couple of weeks. And so Tiffany, that's when Tiffany just divulges the truth and says, you know what? Davon has been the one that's coming between us this whole time. Davon's been the one that's telling me that you're against me. Davon told me that you were against me. Davon was just like, Davon has been playing both sides of the house. You know, she joined, aside the 8-pack, she also joined the 5-girl alliance. You know, Michelle, Tiffany, Davon, Nicole, and I forgot who the other person was. Now, because of that, he's just like, wait a minute now. What do you mean? What do you mean? And she was just like, yeah. And then she joined she became the 5th wheel of, you know, the couple pairing. So Paulie and Zakiya and Nicole and Corey. So he's thinking, wait a minute. She's been playing me this whole time. First off, here's all I have to say regarding that, because now it looks like they're going to set their sights on Davon. I'm irritated with the fact that they're making it seem like, oh my gosh, she's such a terrible person. She's just a liar, such a snake. All of you guys, well, really not Tiffany, because no one's really included her in anything, but have been snakes and liars. So what's the big deal about Davon doing the same thing? Oh, I get it. It's just because you are the ones on the receiving end of her BS. That's the real issue. Okay, I got you. Now, it's time for the veto ceremony. And of course, Corey takes himself off because he's like, I can't trust these people. The BB Roadkill, of course, being Tiffany, goes and puts up Davon. Yes. So now Frank is happy because he's going to go and campaign for the next 3 days to try and get Davon out. Tiffany's just like, you didn't trust me. Something's off for you. Paul's saying how, you know, as long as it's not me up there, it's not like I'm super thrilled. But I'm just going to sit back and watch the show because Davon versus Tiffany, them both being on the block, that's hilarious. Now, mind you, when Davon got put on the block, she sat next her hair towards Tiffany when she got put up on the block. Now, the interesting thing is, Davon is just like, look, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I don't leave this house because you are a pale imitation of your sister. Compared to your sister, you were nothing. So, I'm definitely not going to be put out by nothing. It's like, okay. Again, please like, comment, subscribe if you didn't already do so. And come back tomorrow.